Why can't I find it? There we go. Why can't I find it? There, now I can share it out. Hello, everyone. I thought I'd come on here just to hang out with you guys while I'm organizing because that's not my favorite thing to do. So I'll save it in my folders that way. If anybody goes to my channel, then you guys can know that I'm here. There, I put it on all my channels. That way you guys know where I am. So welcome. Welcome, welcome. So come and help me organize, guys. I don't like doing it. It is only 10 o'clock where I am. Nice picture there, though. Thumb. My thumb. All right, so I shared it. I shared it now. Okay, so what I want to do is I have all my cards, right? So like I have the books too. So what I did with the my native shaman cards, what I did with them, the book is so tiny and small. What I did is I took pictures of all of the pages, and what I want to do is put them in a book, like cut them, like cut these pages, and then put them in a book, like do this, and then so when I read the cards, I just have to take this little book out, and I don't have to read out as small because it's so small. Now I'm just gonna have to find out where the first on the first page. I'm gonna need scissors too. My scissors, I have quite a few. So it starts from page 6. So I mean page 13 is where the book's really starting. So we're gonna organize them first. So 14, I gotta look from there. All right, 14. Why are they not? There's 19. Where's some missing? Hello, Richie. Long time no see. How you doing? Okay, there's page 12 and 12. Okay. So I guess I don't have them in order. So we got 12, 13. How you doing? How you doing? I thought I'd start like doing on here like more studying and stuff. So like I also the things that I don't like to do very much, and I'm sure there's lots of other people that don't like to do these things, but they need to be done. So like I want to get more organized so that way I can just do what I need to do and I don't have to worry about all of these other things, right? Like so annoying when you're wanting to do something, but you have to think about all these other things first. Got to get all these other things done first. And I've already educated myself on the tarot. I've done all that. I just now have to get more organized. That's my problem, is not very, my organizing skills when it comes to paperwork sucks. But like when it comes to my house, I love making it nice. But paperwork, not so much. Okay. Oh, so at the back of him, page 6, page 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm doing good. Thank you. And you too. It's a lot of work. Yeah, it is. This sucks. I wish I had like a little, like a sidekick, like even my kids. Like my kids are better with this kind of stuff because they had like more recent education than me. But they don't want to help me. Oh, this one goes at the bottom. I was just watching another person doing like school on here. So the one-sided, one-sided. 57, 53, 54, 5. 49. 6. Must be on the other side. Okay. So this is what I did. I just like took pictures of all of the book and now I'm going to make it into a book. Trying. So that way I can save the other one. Okay. Okay, so on one side it's the smaller, and the other side. Okay, now I've got it figured out here. Okay. Scissors, we need scissors. My scissors. Oh, my dog is laying right there. So we're just going to cut them in half. I'm just going to cut them in half and then do. I didn't even do this right. Like I didn't keep them on the right pages. So now I got to do this. I put them all together. One from this pile, one from that pile. From this pile, one from that pile. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, hello Ashley, how you doing? 13, 14, 15, 16, 50, 51. You coming to Oregon? Help me organize. Thanks, guys, for helping me, for coming to help me. Okay, so now I got them all together. So now when I want to read out of the Native Shaman deck, which is very, very beautiful cards. Where are they now? Oh, my Native Shaman are right there. This is my Native Shaman deck, and it's so beautiful. They are beautiful, beautiful cards, and they have some beautiful meanings on them. I love these cards. I want to start using them more, but I just wanted to organize first. Now I'm gonna have to number them all here, number them all the pages. But now we're just gonna put holes through them. They don't have to be perfect, but we're gonna put the holes through. I try to keep it in the middle. I might have to do it in two. Might be too big. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it in two, and I'm gonna cut some of this off because I don't need to be that long. Cut some stuff off of them. Make the other one the same. I will probably do this again and do it in a better way. Yeah, I'm just gonna focus on like building this channel, building the other channel, and that is why I'm here. So I'm just gonna try to do this now. I'm here to bring awareness of self-awareness to people. Be aware of your own energy, where it goes. Your energy creates your reality. We are all human. We all have a right to be here, and we all have feelings. Okay. There we go. We got one done. Now I'll get the other side. And when I started watching tarot readings, they were all teaching us, like, you know, to be our authentic self, right? So I'm trying to be more of my authentic self, not who everybody else thinks I am, you know. Just trying to give my soul that honor. Oh no, that didn't work out. It was still too thick. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good. Okay. Okay. Let's see if this is like enough. Like I'm making a big mess over here. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I just like, I don't know. I don't do much at night. I don't really go places or anything like that. I hope I didn't cut anything off. No. I just pretty much stay to myself, do my own shit. It's pretty much me. I don't worry about other people too much. If I feel somebody's energy strong or whatever, you know, then if I feel like I need to put a message out and somebody needs to hear a message or somebody, you know, I feel it. If I feel it, I do it, you know. And I just did all the readings for everyone. I gave everybody a reading, and it was a good one, I think, for the beginning of the month. So, the end of the month, I'll come back. So now I got them all punched. Got them all hole punched. Okay, so now they're all hole punched. Oh, some of them didn't get it. They didn't all get the memo. This one didn't. Let's just do it again. Oh, maybe if I stuck in the right spot. Okay, so I'm probably gonna have to organize them again because they're not very much lined up or anything. Oh well, but they'll fit in here now. They'll go in my binder now. My work binder is this binder here is my work binder. And I'll see what else I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this. Oh, I don't get this. These new fun. Look at these, the new funky things. Like these funky things. There's like, how do you open it? You're like pulling on it, it doesn't work. All you have to do is press this little button, and it opens. That is so cool. They make these binders like so amazing now. That is so funny. So where have you been, Richie? Where you been? Haven't seen you lately. So we're just gonna put them all in the binder. And I will get a small little tiny binder just for this. Or I make one. I can actually make one. I might do that. And I'm sure I'll do this again. Like I'll redo this whole thing again one day. I'm just like that. If I get sick of the way it is, then I like to change it. I like change as long as if it's good change, I like it. Like not all change is comfortable, but it's good for you. If your soul's telling you it's good for you, then it's good for you, you know. Even if we don't like it sometimes. I'm 45 and I'm learning a lot. Like I've learned a lot about everything. I've always believed in do unto others as you do unto yourself, or as you want done unto yourself. I don't judge anybody unless they are a rapist, a killer, or a pedophile, or any of that stuff. Then if they hurt people, then I don't like them at all, and I want nothing to do with them, like honestly. But if they're still generally good people, then I don't judge. You know what I mean? I judge by how people treat me as well. I don't judge people by what they intake into their body every day. I don't judge people by that. I don't judge people for their drinking. I don't judge people for their weed. I don't judge people for their coke, their crack, whatever. I judge people by how they treat me and how they treat others. And like in general, like how, you know, how moral they are, you know. You took a couple days off of YouTube. That's probably a really good idea. I should, you know, I'm planning on doing it, but I can't. Sometimes I can't plan things because when you plan things too much, then people will sacrifice it for you. You know. So I try not to plan a lot of things. If I do, it's like planning it in my head, and I also like let the people that are going to be involved in my plans know. But other than that, I don't let anybody else know, usually, until my plans have been accomplished. And that's just, it's the way that you can just keep safe from things. Anyways, I don't know why I'm shuffling these cards. But Crow, Raven, Southwest masculine water. Let's read that card. Let's find it. 17. There it is. Oh, that's 17. It's not the card 17. It's page 17. Never mind. That's number 6. Let's read that card. $17. Okay, there's 16. Okay, I need to get a new binder because this one, it's not going to work. It's not going to work for this binder. Okay, there it is. 17. So it's Crow. $17. Where is it? Yeah, it is a good thing to just keep some things to yourselves that you want, you know. Well, I can't find it in the book here. Oh, shit. Oh well. Okay, this isn't gonna work. Trying it out. Anyways. Okay, so that's my shaman card. And all I have in this binder really is, okay, there we go again, trying to open it. All I have in this binder really is plain paper on this one. I have another black binder with all the readings I do, and then I have another binder with all the meanings of the readings. So this binder, I got let's put these away. One away. I got this green binder, and this one here is full of stuff. This one here is very organized. Very organized binder. I have everything organized in this one. So you can ask me anything about it. So like have it organized, like every sign has their own folder, like every sign has their own folder here. And so like whenever I notice something about a personality and a sign or whatever, I can write it in here. So, and anything I already know about the personality traits, I can write that in here too. So each sign has their own tab. And then after that, after the tabs of the astrology, and each sign in their personality, I have the tarot meaning. So the tarot meaning here is for the, so it says tarot meanings. So that's what I have it here. I have everything. This one here is the major arcanas. So the major arcanas are the meanings here. So I got all the meanings here, and I have this actually. I used photo paper, so it's really thick. And so, like the magician is, like, if you require it. So these are the yes or no. So these are yes or no answers, like for the tarot. That's what these meanings are, the yes or no answer ones. That I also have on the wall. And then I got in this binder, well, I got all the other meanings here too. Here's the major, here's the minor arcanas. I did this on my computer. I actually put all this in my computer. I put it in I think it was Word Perfect or Word Excellent or something. So I wrote that, like I highlighted it in red. Let me see it. highlighted it in red. So those are the minor arcana, all the meanings. And then we got the like all the minor is like the cups, the suits, like different suits, like suits, cups, and suits of swords, and suits of pentacles, and suits of fire. So there's that. And then on the next tab here, I have cartomancy. So learning about cartomancy and like the meanings of cartomancy, I have printed out some stuff from the internet on that. So that's what the internet, that's what the information is there for, is for us to learn. So, you know, thank you for whoever put this information out there on the internet, on Google. Thank you for that. So this is how you learn that. So there's that. And then I got the wheel, the astrology wheel here, with all of the cartomancy suits, and the cartomancy meaning of the wheel. So it's just like astrology and cartomancy put together. And here's more cartomancy meaning. We got the clubs, the diamonds, the spades, and the hearts, and the meanings of it. And then I also have biblical number meanings. So we got biblical number meanings. So we got that. And then we got the chakra messages that you give yourself every day. This is like a guidance and angels stepping into your, you know, cards and your reading. So you can say this affirmation before you do reading, is what's like, this is your like clearing your chakras and stuff like that. So the first one will be like, your angels guiding you, what's holding you back, will you discover what. So this is like basically a chakra reading. What that one is like different readings are on here too. Like I have different, because on one side I have like a chakra, and the other side I have another reading, a type of reading I do. And this is like a numerology meanings over here. So ones are new beginnings, twos are balancing and dualities, and threes are about relationships. Threes are growth in relationships and entitled success. And also is the three is the Empress, and the Hangman, the World card. Structure. 4 means structure, foundation, stability, planning. The Emperor is and the Emperor and the Death card also means structure and foundation and stability. So conflict, loss, and changes are 5, and rebuilding. So 5 is also known as the Hierophant or Temperance, and this is tarot and numerology. So 6 is like problem solving, compassion, harmony, and the 6 is also the Lovers and also the Devil. Imagine that, the Lovers and the Devil are both card number 6, are number 6. So 7 is like about your faith and wisdom and reflection, understanding the character, and the Chariot and the Tower is also number 7. So it's like, you know, the Tower only comes in when something has to change. You know what I mean? When something has to change, so it's still a divine change. The Chariot is when something is difficult and it has to move. You know what I mean? There has to be movement. 8 is about movement and change and attentment, strength, having strength. And the Strength card is also the Star card. And then number 9 is, I can't really see. Like their highest intention and fulfillment. And it's also the Hermit and also the Moon card. The Moon card is known as the mother. The Sun is called the father. Compassion. So 10 is like completions and endings and cycles of transformation. So I'm not going to get into the biblical meanings of things. So, and the religious mean, I'm just going to go a little bit. I just noticed the 6 here says weakness of men. So in the biblical meaning, so 6 can represent, in a biblical meaning, 6 can represent weakness of man or manifesting of sin and Satan. 7 is resurrection, spiritual completeness. So that's still good. 7 is always a good number. 8 is new beginnings, and the biblical meanings is 8 is like the manifesting symbol too, right? So it's also about manifesting new beginnings. 9 is divine completions, and from the Father, fruit of the Spirit. Father, fruit of the Spirit. 10 is the testimony, law of responsibilities. 11 is disorder and judgment. So, and 12 is government perfection. So anyways, there's a lot of different things that the meanings are so different in different beliefs, right? Like, I am a believer in God, and I believe that there's a lot of things in the Bible that we can learn from, but I don't believe that we're supposed to follow the Bible to what they did in there. Like, yeah, Jesus died for our sins. Doesn't mean that we kill people now. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean that's our job to judge people. We can't do that. We can't take anybody's life. That's not how it works. You know what I mean? And so if God can forgive people for taking his only son, then we should be able to forgive people for the things that, they say to us that may hurt our feelings, or, other things that are way less, you know what I mean? And I guess the only way, I don't know, maybe sometimes the only way to understand that is if you've had major loss, and I've been one of those people, so I understand a lot of that stuff. So yeah, I do have everything pretty much organized, except for scheduling. I wanted to schedule some things on my little book. Today's what? Tuesday. So Wednesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Because I was wondering when I'm gonna do the readings for the end of the month reading. So maybe I'll do them on the weekend. Start next week fresh. Start Sunday, Monday. Start doing all the readings, Aries, Pisces. Like, I want to get my rest. I want to have the energy to do them. I hate doing readings when I don't have the energy, and I'm getting to reading, and then I start like, oh, feeling so tired. And like, I don't like it, because then like the people watching the readings, I don't want them to fall asleep. Like, serious? Like, I don't want my readings to put people to sleep. I want people to wake up with my readings. So yeah, that's not much I did today, but everything is pretty much organized in my little spot here. Don't really need to do any of that. So thank you guys for coming in here and visiting me. I know that nobody really gets my notifications to begin with. I'm just a small channel. And I do watch a lot of like revamping channels. I'm going to start subscribing to a lot more of them, like revamping clothes and stuff like that. I don't have a lot of channels that I follow on this platform, but I do on my other one. My other one is Cass Love, Kass Love 111 Tarot, and I do follow a lot more on that one. So that's how I get inspired, is by watching videos, YouTube videos. So yeah, YouTube is my life. And yeah, I'm gonna have many things on here. I just have so many things that I can't keep into myself, and like, I can't just share that with my friends. Like, I have a lot of ideas. Some ideas, I can help others with some ideas. Like, new YouTubers, if they're having any questions about YouTube, like little things that I've learned, I can teach others now. Like, just kind of show them. Like, when I was really looking for others to help me about like my YouTube channel, the only place I really found the help is like actually going to YouTube and look up videos on YouTube about it. And some of the YouTube teams or whatever, they'd have some really good information and some good things that you can do. Like, those are little quizzes that you can take So like to let you know, to find out how much you know about YouTube and stuff like that. I did that for a while, but I'm going to do that, start doing that again. Um, that helps you a lot too, because then you're knowing if you're doing something wrong or not. Like even some things are like, so there's multiple questions, right? Like multiple choice questions. So there could be a few that kind of sound like they fit, but only one does. So it's like a good way to educate yourself about YouTube. Is like, are you doing the right things? Um, just so you can protect yourself also from strikes and other things, that a lot of people don't tell you. How you get strikes, how your video gets demonetized, or like I'm not monetized yet. Like I don't have any strikes against me yet. Um, I think when I first started, I did, because I used I was playing music in the background when I was making a cooking video, and I was listening to some of the songs I like to hear, and I didn't know at the beginning that you cannot put like an artist's songs in your videos. So I think the first video was on Facebook, and that's what happened, and like my video just disappeared. They like took my video down or whatever. But yeah, there's little things. I don't know everything. I don't know a lot of things, but I'm still learning. So yeah. Anyways, I like plant people. I like people that like to grow their own vegetables, or grow their own house plants, weed plants. I am a green thumb. I love learning about plants. I love learning about people. And like I've always liked to, I was always fascinated with people's brain, how it works. And yeah, you learn a lot. You learn a lot from different people. And when you've elevated in your own energy, if you elevate it, then you can start telling if someone is just not dealing with their shit. Like you can tell whether someone's like actually can't deal with their shit or just don't want to. Like what I mean by that is that they're not open to anything. They don't want to deal with their shit, but they know they can. They're not open to anything. They'll just shut down everything that you say. So there's that. And then eventually those people get, what do they call it? Um, they get stunted in their growth emotionally and spiritually, especially, and emotionally, especially. And when people are emotionally, growth is stunted in an emotional manner. If there's something that happened in a person's life that was traumatizing, and after that that person never healed their emotions, then that person can get emotionally stunted. So that means that everything that person, how that person thinks, is still like the way they thought when that happened. So their head goes, that's what post-traumatic stress really is. And then they go back to that spot, like to that mentally, they go back there. And so then, so let's say you're dealing with a 20 something year old or whatever, or 30-year-old or whatever, and let's say they had some trauma happen to them when they were like 12 or something. um that immaturity that they were at 12, it kind of doesn't go away if they don't deal with it. So like they will always be emotionally immature. So even if you're emotionally mature and you try to talk to them, they can't understand your emotional maturity, so then they won't respond to you at all. I close my eyes. Facebook, I don't realize you. I don't really use it. I like YouTube way better. Me too. If I was actually on Facebook with what I'm doing here, like my channel, like my channel, other than me just posting my videos on there, people don't even like realize it's me. Like a lot of people, when I post my videos, they don't realize it's my own videos that I'm posting. Um, so on Facebook, that's like the only thing I really do on there. And then I go play Farmville. I play Farmville. That's the only game in the world I play. And that's the only online game I play. And I don't really interact with anybody other than go help people out in their things or whatever. You don't really have to interact with people. That was a good game for when you're going through depression, is like Farmville. And it keeps you, motivated when it comes to life because you're doing a lot of life stuff on there. That's why I like that game. But I know that I noticed that a lot of people that have a lot of followers and stuff, they do start out on Facebook, and they have a lot of videos on Facebook, and they vlog like every day on Facebook. And I don't know, maybe one day I'll get my confidence up to start doing that, and then maybe my channel will grow faster. My channel has not grown as fast as I want it to grow. Like, not talking about this one, but I'm talking about my Cast Love channel. Like, I was hoping that in a year I would be way farther than I am. And I guess I was just the first year, I was just kind of learning the ins and outs about YouTube. And then the second year will be my trying harder. But yeah, maybe I should start posting on Facebook more, even just to pick a card readings and stuff, you know, like just come on there like once a week or once a month or whatever, and just like start posting some um, pick a card readings and stuff like that. And that way people can start to get to know who I am. And if we didn't have the pandemic last year, this past year that we just went through, if we didn't have the pandemic, I really wanted to go to the psychic fair, and I wanted to invite some people, some other readers that I connect with. I was gonna uh, invite them down here to Ontario and go to the Psychic App Expo, and actually, like, I would get a big table for all the people that want to come and join me on there, like all the other readers from another country or whatever. Like, I was talking to somebody that are like some people that are from like the States area and stuff like that, US area. Um so yeah, that kind of put a damper on that, and that's why the whole reason I bought my camper is to travel and to be like a nomad that's traveling and helping people to awaken spiritually. And just because like it took me a long time to help to awaken me spiritually, and I actually literally try to find people to help me wake up spiritually, like to help me understand. Um, there's a lot of things that were happening in my life and I couldn't understand them totally. And I've always felt like different than other people. Like, I can have conversations with really intelligent people, and that is really interesting to me. Hello, Korean. I'm just blabbing about whatever comes to my mind. I've been wanting to do this, and just doing it. And I came on here just to kind of organize. I got some in my eye, just to kind of organize my folders. But I guess they're already really organized, so I don't really need to organize them. Oh man, my eyes are watering. I need to clean my glasses, I think. It's just a matter of time. You will get monetized and you're going to get money on your readings. Yeah, I just want to get monetized so then I can just pop on anywhere on my, I can be anywhere and pop on to my channel. I don't have to like be in my home, sit in your spot. I can make my altar anywhere. And what I want to do is make my, even if I move and my boys move and whatever, and we don't live together anymore, and I live with someone else or whatever, I rent a room or something, I still want my camper to be my, like, I want it to be like my station, like my office, my creative spot, my peaceful spot, my everything I have in this corner. I just want it to be in my camper. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I'm home wherever I am. So like, make your surroundings home, and you can take that anywhere. And man, like, some people have inspired me. I have stopped following some people because they take things like too personal. Some people take things too personal. Like, I followed people, like, and I was really inspired by certain people, and there's always jealousy, and there's like certain people think that you're only following that person because they're looking good and they're hot and they're so sexy and all that, and I don't do that. Like, I honestly don't do that. Like, I will let somebody know that yeah, you're good looking or whatever, or you got it going on and stuff like that. I'm very open about that, but I'm never here to chase anybody or you know what I mean, or to like compete with anybody like that. Like when it comes to a man or anything, or even my readings. But I feel like if you had, you know, most of us started reading because people were telling us bullshit all the time, and we knew they were telling us bullshit, and we just want to call them on it. You know what I mean? And it's just like, no, like seriously, I already know you're calling it's bullshit what you're telling me, and then it's just like you just look at them going like, really? Do you think I'm not stupid? Like, dude, seriously. And anyways, we came out here to really be more truthful, and so that's what I don't get is that a lot of readers with each other they're not really truthful. You know, be from the heart, come from the heart, and come from your soul. I'm not going to follow a reader that can't be honest with me about you know regular shit. Like that's not your soul speaking, that's your ego. I'm sorry, like if I don't have 100,000 subscribers and stuff like that, and I'm a piece of shit to you, then honestly, you're not working from your spirit. I'm just saying. And that's how I honestly believe, because how many movies, how many TV shows or videos you ever see that there's like people that do that, they test someone, they'll look like a bomb, and they'll have all of their shit together, they have everything together, they're like, no, they don't need nothing in their life. And this person goes on the street and they're acting, they all like, they look like a bomb, and stuff like that. And then the person that judges them, that's life, really, that's how life is. When you see somebody that's raggedy and all that, that's probably the one of the best souls you could ever meet. You know what I mean? Because money isn't doesn't matter to them, so they're not after your money, because if they were, then they'd be rich, you know. And I actually, like, I haven't bought new clothes in a long time, and I buy certain things that are new. Like I wear my bras and underwear and shit like that. That I buy new, yes. But other than that, like, I like buying unique clothes, and I'm very eccentric like that. And I don't, and I wear a lot of my clothes a lot of times on my channel, just because I like them and they're comfortable, and um, I like different styles. I like weird styles, and that's like another reason I like this is that I have this is that I can dress up anytime I want. I can dress up like a gypsy. I can dress up like whatever. You know what I mean? It's my show. I can do whatever I want. So whatever my vibe is, I can do, and that's what I kind of like. And like I used to dance, and that's what I liked about that is that I can be creative when it comes to clothes. Like I can do whatever I want. I can wear whatever I want. I can be cute today, and I can be like business tomorrow. You know what I mean? Or I can be like chilling and watching Netflix today, and I can be like all dressed up tomorrow. So yeah, you should buy yourself clothes, but buy yourself clothes that you like and that you think they're cute, not just because everybody else got them and everybody else is wearing them. I like stuff that not everybody has. And sometimes the stuff that not everybody has is the old stuff. You know what I mean? This is the antiques or the eccentric clothes. And you can always make them look cute. I was just watching some TikTok videos on that, like how to revamp clothes and make them cute. I want to start doing that more. I like Jolly Pop boots, and they should be on the sale soon. Oh, that's cool. Buy me some. I want to get a pair of Uggs. I want to get a pair of Uggs. So I need indoor shoes. Like I need shoes for indoor, like booties for indoor. So yeah, I like a lot of cute things. I'm a Gemini. I like creative things. I could be a clothes designer if I had the right setup. Like, if I had all the tools, if I was that magician that had all those tools for that. I don't have tools for everything, that I would like to do. I like woodworking. I like a lot of things, but that keeps my options really big. when it comes to doing things. That leaves my options wide open when it comes to making, creating, and whatever. Like, I'm not going to paint rocks all day long or every day, or I'm not going to do this all day, every day. Man, that would be boring. Then it would become like a job. That's why we have to have creative outlets that get us going, you know? Even if they don't mean anything to anyone else, you know? And I've seen that lately, that a lot more people are expressing their true selves, and I love that about people. I love that. And there's another lady on YouTube. What is her name now? Anyways, another lady, and she has like, uh, we all have disorders, but she has like, she says that she has like this borderline bipolar disorder or whatever. But she's funny as hell, you know what I mean? She's hilarious. And that's how kind of I feel like her sometimes. Like, I don't care if I make a fool of myself. Like, I think it's funny sometimes because we can't help it. And she always makes light of everything that happens in her life, and she's inspiring to me too. Oh, spelling is like my worst part. Like, I spell very awful, and that's why I hate going on my computer where my main channel is. Not like, I hate going into chats and chatting with people because I'm always spelling shit wrong, and if I don't spell shit wrong, the thing is spelling it wrong for me. And then sometimes I spill my coffee, and then my keys get stuck, and I actually like literally took my keyboard apart one day and cleaned it all out, and next thing you know, I'm spilling coffee on it again. Now just the M gets stuck. Every time I I put I am, it's just like IA or I, and then people are like, what are you trying to say? Oh, you are so cool too. You're cool, and you hang out at the cool channels that I used to hang out with. So I'm gonna name some of these channels that I used to hang out, but these people don't even know I exist. Some of them know I exist, but they think I'm an idiot. But I don't give a shit. But there's channels that did inspire me. So I'm not gonna say anything bad about them because obviously those channels are the reason I'm here. And because when I first started watching tarot, I never thought I was gonna actually start doing it myself. Like, I thought about it for years, but I always had like, this worry that people are gonna hate me for it or they're gonna not like me for it. But you know what? I came out of the closet. I said I don't give a shit anymore. And those guys helped me do that. And I'm a very balanced person when it comes to my masculinity and my feminine side. Like, I can adapt to both sides of myself. And so my viewers are like half men and half women, right? And all ages, like from the 20s to the 60s. I have an audience of like almost everyone that I'm allowed to have an audience for. So that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. But anyways, I did learn a lot from the masculine readers. I did follow a lot of masculine readers, and I did follow a lot of what I consider divine feminine readers. And a few of the readers I'll mention because those are the readers I kind of still sometimes follow. I'm trying not to watch as many readings anymore because I don't want it to influence like really what my inspiration is telling me too much, because when you watch too many of them, then you can confuse yourself with your inspiration because it's not all for you. May sound good, but it's not all for you. But okay, so let's start. One of the first ones that I followed, and he's so cool and relaxing and so chill, and he's like the dad that you don't have anymore. My dad passed away or whatever. So like, he's that dad, he's that father figure, like kind of like man that with a soft heart kind of man. I think of him as like, I don't even know what sign he is, but I think of him as like a King of Wands like kind of person. That is what is his name? Rambling Mike. Rambling Mike was one. And then an older lady I watch, and like, she might be around her, early 50s or whatever. Um, Her name is Pritzia. Um, and she's awesome. She's very divine, and she does like healing messages and stuff like that. I like watching her. So some of the younger ones that are my age and around my age, and some of them are younger, and some of them are around my age. Like I'm 45. Some of them are around my age, like I said. Um, so there's like Dana. I watched Time with Dana, Tarot Time with Dana. I watch her. I think she's great, and I love her fashion. I love her fashion, and um, she does her fashion just right. I just love her fashion. I know her sister has a boutique and stuff, and I do watch that sometimes on Facebook. And who else do I watch? Rich Lob. I sometimes watch him and Leah, like on the behind the scenes. I don't watch much of his reading anymore. I used to watch him in the readings when he first started, like 2 years ago, and he really inspired me because uh, like like I've dealt with a lot of people that have had a lot of, like, I've dealt with people that have been uh, in rough places in their life, and I've also been homeless with my kids once, and so I really feel for those type of people. Like I really feel for them, and I send them good energy and stuff like that. So I used to watch him for that. Like, I really wanted to see him succeed, and I'm very proud of him. Um, very proud of him. And then a younger guy, and that's the channel I saw you on, Corianne, is uh, Cancer Moon's Tarot. Yeah, Cancer Moon's Tarot. I seen you on his chat, and yeah, I watched him for like the last 2 years too. Like, you know, he has that really young, uplifting energy, and I really like that. And I have young boys, so I have to watch other readers so that my boys can relate to the readings too. And then encourage that my boys will start watching readings, because there's guys that are their age that are doing it. And so I watch him because of that, and he has good energy, and I really like that he's always very positive. And who else do I watch? Who else do I watch that have inspired me? That are readers, and so on. Um, and people being real, and supporting, and stuff like that. Like my very first time going live on my channel ever, I met Marky Mark's Tarot. I met him, and he always reminded me of like my one of my best friends, one of my best native friends. Her son. He reminded me of her son, and she was an older lady, and I used to be friends with a lot of older ladies, and that's why I have so much knowledge. But yeah, he reminded me of him, and someone else, and so I supported him. I felt like I wanted to support him, and he's also a divine person. He believes in God. Yeah, he has sometimes says how he feels too, but we all have dark and light, and what I've learned also, that a lot of the new younger, I mean not younger, a lot of the new readers that may have not educated themselves about energy and spirits and demons and entities, and there's lots of different ones, right? There's some that we don't want. um who did you meet? Yeah, and then that's what I mean, and that's who you just said, and that's where you found me. Okay. And that's another person. I really think he's a good guy and all that, but I feel like that he doesn't know how to protect himself, or what to do, what the right things to do. And I feel like he is trusting too many wrong people. Yeah, Mark, he let a lot of those spiritual, gangst not I want to say gangsters because they come in there and they try to bring you down. Those spiritual people. And Marky Mark got caught up in some of those people too, back in the, when he first started. But I think he's like kind of like, realized all that and kind of like not accepted everybody's invitation, or everybody's help. Like, not everybody that offers your help is there to help you. Okay. So when people are pushy and they say, oh, you need this and you need this, you should watch out for that person, because that person is trying to send you bad juju. And so don't trust all of the people on there that tell you this is how you do it, that's how you do it. Do your own investigation, do your own education, watch videos, watch all kinds of videos, learn about it. Because there is a lot of things that, yeah, there's a lot of things out there, right? And I always have good intentions for people. I don't allow negative energy to take me over. Like, I feel it coming on when negative, like I'm around something and negative energy starts feeling, I feel it, and I get out of there and I start like, praying and smudging myself, because so anyways, when someone's pushy, so there was someone that was very pushy and they wanted to come and push themselves on me and my channel. And they said, oh, I have a message for you. I have a message for you. And it kind of scared me. You know what I mean? And I had issues with this person prior to that. And this person like said, I'm not going to give them any clout by saying their name or anything, but they came in and said, oh, I have to do a reading for you. I have to do a reading for you. I have a message for you. Okay, well, I didn't ask you. And because you pushy like that, no, thank you. And that person got really upset. So that's when you got to watch out for that kind of stuff, right? You got to watch out for that kind of stuff. Like so yeah, when someone pushes a reading on you, you got to watch for that. Especially when they come to your channel and they like, hey, I need to do this for you. I need to do this. You need to hear this right now. Bullshit. It's bullshit. And also, there was another reader I followed, and I thought she was a good kid, and da-da-da, and she was younger, and she was a good kid, and I supported her. But then I realized she was doing black magic. And I'm not going to follow or support anyone or tell any of my people to go see somebody that does black magic. If you're getting people to pay you money to do black magic, and this person will know exactly who she is, because I just unblocked her today. It's been about 2 months since I blocked her, and she will find out why she was blocked. And she would come, and because it's not because of what she's doing, I don't give a shit. It's about her coming into my channel and start talking to my people about her shit. Like, you know what I mean? And always did it. And then the last straw was, she came into my channel and she was doing black magic, and she came into my channel and she said, I have a spot available. I have one more spot available. Who wants a reading? You don't do that when someone else is doing a reading. You don't do that. So that pissed me right off there, and I blocked the little bitch. And she sent me money that day for a reading, and I sent it back to her, and then she made a big deal. She talked on a whole live about like how her money didn't get back yet. It was $5 or whatever. Like, not even $5. It was like $3, something like that. She sent me a little donation, and I sent it back to her. But it took a couple days before they sent it back to her. But she got it back, and I never ever once asked her to donate. And she sat there and badmouthed me about how much I've donated to her channel and da-da-da, and I'm a nobody. And she sat there and put herself down, and I'm just listening. I didn't respond to her or anything. I just let her do what she needed to do. I'm sorry, but when you start doing black magic, and then she's talking about this black magic shit, and I hadn't even blocked her. So then my brother passed away, right? And then she started doing all that shit. They came into my channel and started doing all that shit, right? And I told her, my brother's passed away. And she made fun of that. And she just went on about her business, what she was there in my channel to do. And I had enough. Like, I give people many chances. I had a good reason for blocking this little cunt. Yeah, and she was a little Gemini. So yeah, don't fool an older Gemini. I already know, bitch. Yeah, that is so disrespectful. The like, and this person doesn't even do general messages. She doesn't give anybody anything for free. And if you're gonna do black magic, stay hell in my life. I don't want you in my life. If you're doing black magic, if you do black magic, it's always gonna come back to you. I don't want to be surrounded by those type of people because whatever someone else's does, it affects my energy if I support that person. So if you support black magic, I'm not supporting you. That's how I am. That's how I am. Period. I am I am here about the real shit. Yeah, that was my channel exactly. And yeah, like I told her lots of things like you have a beautiful voice, and you have a beautiful voice. You should use it. Sing. She's a good singer. Sing. If she's not good at what she's doing, then don't do it. Don't come on here and play these games with people's lives. That's like readings. If you're doing that, you're playing with people's lives. Do you really want that on your soul? I hope she watches this video because do you really want that on your soul to play with people's lives like that? I don't. So I don't want nothing to do with or associate with a person like that. And I'm sorry she was angry, but I'm sorry. I don't have that. And I'd rather work alone than have people that secretly despise me and want to see me fall. I don't want those people in my life. I have enough of those people in my real life. Yeah, she does. Yeah, I am Gemini reader, and she might have changed it now. And her name is Zoe. There, I said her name. I gave her some clout. And I'm very multicultural. That's why I have so many different cultures that I resonate with because I really do resonate a lot with the South, I think, because you know, there's actually a lot of people that don't believe in God. And for the first part of my for the first part of my adult life in Canada, I was around a lot of people that were not believers of God. So then I just thought it was like normal. And then I moved away and I moved to a place, like an area where there was still God in people's lives. And then I started realizing that God is still in people's lives, so we can still teach the ones that don't know about Him, that were never taught by their family. God is the creator, whatever we want to call Him. To some people, He's Allah. To some people, He's God. To some people, He's, the creator. The natives, they call Him the creator of our universe. This is one was just case 111. There was a cat reading. There was a cat reading before I left. She was projecting tons of hate on Cappies. I watched like 5 minutes and laughed. I don't like that energy. No, if you don't like a sign, don't do a reading for them. I don't have anything against any of the signs. I love all the signs because you know what? We're a little part of all of them. So we're a little part of all the energy. If you don't like emotions, you have that in you. If you don't like to be bored, well, we all have that in us. We all have the down to earth, that quality. We all have that in us. We all have the devil in us. Like we all have a little bit of the devil in us. We're not perfect. The perfect people, they don't get to live in, they don't have to live in this world. The perfect people get taken already as soon as they come into this world. They leave them to go to the next one, the ones that are already ready. Like my baby, you know, like my baby wasn't for this world. He left before he was even old enough to come out of my body. He's like, I ain't staying in this world no 1 minute longer. And those are the only ones that are pure angels born into heaven, or the angels. I believe. Anyway, that's what I believe. That channel's name is JK's 111. I'll have to check it out. You know, I don't like that when people get negative. Okay, if you're having negative things in your life going on, don't do readings. Don't do readings. Go on your channel and vent then instead. You know, if that's all you want to do is vent, then vent, just like me right now. I'm not on my main channel. I'm on this channel just venting my face off. Because I'm bored. It's 11:30. I should get some sleep tonight, and then I can get up tomorrow and do some real shit. Get some real shit done. I have a video to make. I have a video about my tent that I cleaned, and um I've seeded a couple seeds, and I did it on the 1st. So we'll see how many days it takes for them to sprout. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for my new plants. Oh my God, I just seen 1 1, like 1 1 1 1 1. I just seen like all ones across on my time. That is weird. That's weird. I'll have to look that out. That was like 1 2 3 4 5 ones. Hell, hey, 501. Conflict and change. Yes, things need to change this year. No more trolls this year. Like, yeah, we can have the trolls, but no more trolls that come and get clout from your channel. No more clout chasers. I'm only gonna stick to the people that want to be part of my tribe. I'm not chasing nobody anymore. The people that respond to me when I'm in their chat, then I'm still gonna go in their chat. And the people that ignore me, and I can't give you money because I don't got any super chat money. So I'm sorry about that. I can't give you super chats for being like called out. Say, hey, how's it going, Cass? You know. But anyways, I do send you all love and stuff like that. Every single reader out there, and I can't tell you guys who my favorite reader is right now because she pretty much does Gemini readings, and so I follow her like because like I really follow her a lot because she's like is so on point with the Gemini readings and lately and always has been. And she's also Gemini, so she knows Gemini's in and out anyway. But she's so on point, and she does like daily readings for the Geminis. But she started to advance her energy now to other signs, so that's awesome. And I think she's great in all the signs. But what is her name? I should just say her name because you know what? She deserves it. She deserves it. I freaking listen to her all the time, and I look forward to listening to her readings. So you can go check her out too. Who is it? Oh, okay. Let me just check 1 second. I gotta check her name here. Cause that girl, she's always there for me. Like she doesn't even know. I don't know. Like I know she's a subscriber of mine. Like when I first started, like she was one of my first that people that subscribe to my channel as well. And she's never been in my chat that I know. And I like to kind of keep her secret because you know she's like kind of my reader in a way. I kind of like yeah, that's mine. I claimed her as my reading. But so it's Isabella Terra Tarot. So Isabella is her name. Her channel. Isabella Terra Isabella Terra Tarot. And I love her energy. She no bullshit, man. She freaking calls it as she's feeling it. And that's what Geminis do. We're sometimes very blunt, but we try to say it in a positive way because being blunt is the difference between being blunt and being negative. Being blunt is just like telling it how it is, and being negative is like whining and bitching about something. You know, that's what I think is being negative. Is about complaining about something all the time and just like, man, everything is negative. Yeah. Okay, well, the cards are negative, but okay, so this is what's going on. I like to always, when there's something negative in the cards, like I want to find out, like we all go through negative shit in our life. We can't avoid that. But when I see that negative shit in the cards, I like to also ask, like, how can we fix this negative shit? You know what I mean? So I like to ask for that energy because that is what helps us. The other shit doesn't really help us. Yes, we already know that. Yes, we already know that shit. So what do we do to fix it? Because most of us know what is, but we don't always know how to make what we want to happen be. So yeah. Anyways, it's been so much fun talking to you. Thank you for coming in here. I should probably get off of here because like this is my little channel and like I don't want to make my videos too long and boring. Um, but if people like to listen to me, you know, chat, they can always listen to my videos. Some people like to hear it, but others, I've heard somebody say they hate my voice. I don't know who that is, but someone came into my chat once and said, I don't like your voice. I'm trying not to be annoying voice, but I don't know. You just sub to her? Okay, cool. Cool, Corianne. Oh, I never catch her live though, man. Like I want to catch that girl live. I don't think she does live. I think she just like records them and then uploads them. But I can't wait till she goes live. I think she'd be a hoot to hang out with, like online. Yeah. I always said that, you know? The ones that I want, the people that I want in my tribe, they're gonna come to me. Like they're gonna come. They're gonna, you know how they say, if you build it, they should come. Oh, that reminds me. I actually watched him yesterday, and I haven't watched him in a long time. Another one that really, when I a year ago when my energy was so low vibrational, and anybody could trigger me, and anybody could like set me off, and that guy. Oh man, he used to like inspire me because even if I was in a worse heck ass mood, man, I watch him and I'd be like, all right, I'm ready to like conquer the world now after watching him. And that's Sal. Sal at Eat, Read, and Love. Eat, Read, and Love? Is it Eat, Read, and Love? Eat, Read, and I don't know, something like that. Sal. You know Sal? Sal, and he also has another channel where he does his normal life, and that's called Salvadora, I think. Salvadora. So yeah. And look at my girl. Yeah, she came over here. She's like, I want some love. Oh, I want some love. My my screen goes to yes, Salvadora. Yes. Yes, I like him. He is so fun. He cracks me up too. Yes, he is so hilarious. He be that fun guy to go shopping with and get your shit like done, and, and get your facials and then go have lunch. Like he'd be that fun guy, you know what I mean? Instead of hanging out with a girl, he'd be like that fun guy to hang out with. He is. He's adorable. I let him cuddle me. Yeah, he inspires me too. There's many more readers that inspire me. And yeah. And I think that Frank has a lot of like gifts. I think he is very intuitive and I think he's very spiritual. And I just feel like he needs to learn to protect his energy on his own and not ask everybody and not let everybody send him things because like things that are to protect him. How does he know what kind of anybody can tell you anything, right? Like people lie. People don't tell you the truth all the time. And if they, you know what I mean? I'm just saying. So if like I don't know, unless he personally knows these people, if someone sends you things like that they say that, oh, this can protect you and stuff, be wary about that. Who sends it to you? Just saying. I do want the best for you and I do want you to protect yourself. Because I think you're a great guy and um, just don't trust everything. Not all that glitters is gold. So I am sending all of those good-minded, good-hearted, good-minded people. I send you all very much love and lots of good vibrations, and to help you all raise your vibrations to be aware of that stuff. So, I can't protect everybody. That's everybody else's job to do that themselves. And we are only the ones that know that how to protect ourselves. Like, I did watch a lot of videos on protection and stuff like that, and I've heard some things like there's some people that do bad juju and they'll sit there and say, do this and do that and do that, and that is actually totally blocking yourselves in that energy. There's a way that you can also be blocked into your energy, and that energy stays with you. And I can't remember, so I'm not going to quote it, but I watched videos on that. And like, if someone tells you to do a certain thing, don't do it, because they are blocking you in with your energy. So yeah. Yeah, I love Frankie. He has been reading books, so many. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he is very, I can tell he is learning to self-educate himself about everything, because you can't trust everybody on the internet. You can't, everybody can sit there and say, oh, we love you and we like you and we want the best for you, but behind the scenes they could sit there and curse you to hell. You know what I mean? So yeah, don't trust everything you see with your eyes. Trust some things that you see with your heart and some things that you see with your higher self. Even if it's something that you don't want to admit, that's the way it is. Sometimes we don't want to admit to certain people that they would do certain things, but I don't put nothing past anybody anymore. There's so much shit that's happened in life that I'm aware of that I don't trust nobody anymore. And I don't vote either, so nobody can blame me for voting whoever's in charge right now. I'm not either way. I don't believe any of them have good intentions, actually. So it's up to the people themselves. Don't count on these leaders, because as soon as they're they're written off or whatever, you're shit to them anymore. You're nobody to them. Even though you voted for them, you supported them. Once they're done in office, you're nobody. They saw you in the street, they'd be like, who the fuck are you? So I don't really vote. I don't. And it's up to the people. That's right. That's the people. People need to love people. Sermon, I was I'm probably reading it wrong. I was naive this whole year, learning that is the hard way. Yeah, me too. I've always had to learn the hard way, and I'm especially my boys. I'm trying to teach some things, and like, if I sit here and blab all day, like if I'm alone, I won't sit here and talk. So my boys don't really talk to me. They don't communicate with me much, but even if they like hear me talking on here, they have to hear it. They literally hear it. We are in such a small house that even if I'm not directly talking to them, they hear me. Yeah, it is gullible. Yeah, we can't all just be gullible. Like, I trusted a few people too in the past year that I really thought they had good intentions for me. There was another female that I had good intentions for me. I ended up opening up to this female and telling her my true my heartfelt intentions and to a certain situation, and this person let me open up to them and they opened up to me, and then pretty much they pretty much just came into my life to find out bullshit and to be a watcher for somebody. And this is something I cannot talk about yet on my channel. It is very close to my heart, what I talked to this person about, and it was a female. So guys, don't get your bunny panties in a bunch. So anyways, it was a female, and I trusted her, and I thought she had good intentions of her heart, and she really doesn't. So another one. Yeah, there was many. You know, once the mask comes off, then you see the true colors. You know, just because someone's nice doesn't mean they're not evil. You know, my OB, and I hate that that happened, that I have to feel that way about that. But I found so much stuff out after that happened that I would have known that I would have never even gotten an OB, just because, or I would have questioned her about her beliefs and her everything. Like if I could go back, you know, when I was pregnant with my baby, if I could go back that far, and if I could go back and do it now, I would have questioned her a lot about her morals. I would have questioned her about a lot of things that I didn't do. And her intentions wasn't to keep my baby alive. And I know that. And that's something that she's going to have to live with. And I also found out that that same doctor had performed many abortions and didn't really have a heart for true life. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, she was very nice to my face. And yeah, and my baby was so healthy. Like there was nothing wrong with him. Like they even said there's nothing wrong with him. I made them take a test. You know, there was nothing wrong with my baby. She gave my baby a heart attack by giving me antibiotics. And all I already knew that as women, pregnant women are not supposed to take antibiotics. She said, "Oh, it's safe." And I was afraid of having him early because of like, you know, the complications I've already had suffered like through the pregnancies. And so yeah, I trusted again the wrong person. You lost one in 2002. I'm sorry to hear that, Corianne. And you know, once we've lost a baby, our whole life, the way we look at life anymore, it changes. The way we look at people anymore, it changes. And for me, children is like the most important little people in the world because they are our future. And I always listen to little children, like my nieces and my nephews too. When they're talking to me, I listen. And the little kids, they have sometimes the most inspiring things to say. You went into labor at 23 weeks. She passed in my arms. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. 2 days later, my mom had a stillborn too. She brought him home and he died after she changed his diaper once. The cap changes everything. It does change everything, you know. It makes us aware of our life. It makes us realize that life is not a joke. Take it serious. Like everything that happens, you know, we're just like, if we just shrub off things that happen in our life, no, those are all lessons. We can't play the victim. We can only play the victim so long. And then, you know what? People don't even care at the beginning. People don't even care at the beginning. You know how many people were at my baby's funeral? I had a funeral for my baby, and there was my sister and another person, lady I knew, a German lady, as I remember, me. And then there was a few other women, not women, I wouldn't call them women, I would call them chicks. They were just like my sister's party friends at the time. My sisters don't talk to them anymore. But they just came there to be nosy. So yeah. And people don't care that much that you've lost so much. Like people don't care. People don't care. Yeah. I've also saved a boyfriend once from hanging. I saved my boyfriend at that time of 6 years. I was like a stepmom to his children. Every other week we had the children. I took him off the clothesline down the basement, and he was already limp when I brought him back. So I pretty much did like the Heimlich. I just kept doing that, and I was really small at the time. And after that is when me and my kids ended up homeless because I left that situation. I knew I couldn't help him, and I just had to leave. She's 1 pound. She weighed 1 pound, 14 ounces. She came out breathing one on her own and everything while crying. We did not expect her to pass away. We had a funeral too. That is good. That that brings peace to us when we do give them a funeral, and that brings peace to us. Like to this day still, I don't have a stone for my baby, but I'm not going to ask anybody for help. I don't do that. I'm not a person that's going to go online and go, oh, I need help. I need help. I will do it myself one day, Anything that I need, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do crowdfunding or any of that stuff. Like, I mean, if people want to donate to me and they leave a note for me saying I'm leaving a donation for this and this is what I want you to do with the donation, I would do that. But I mean, I'm not gonna ask for anybody's help. I see that all the time. People are like, oh, I need this or I need that, and stupid shit too. Just stupid shit. People make jokes about like getting donations and stuff like that. Oh, I need donations today because I'm sad, so now I need to buy alcohol or whatever. People make different jokes about it. I would never use my community for any selfish reasons like that. And yeah, I just want to be me. I want to share my stories, and the people that can benefit from it, that's great. And I don't talk about this to trigger anybody. I just talk about that too because, like, tonight I guess I came on here to talk to you because you've gone through something similar than me, and yours was even farther along. Your baby was already in this world, and inside, no, I don't, hell with that, I ain't staying here. So I'm so sorry to hear that, hon, but I think I'm starting to be ready now to ask for my baby to come to talk to me and communicate with me through spirit. Like, I feel like I'm kind of getting ready for that now, that I'm going to be ready for that. So it's been, how old would he be? 2012. I was pregnant in 2012. He was born in October. He was born in October 6th. He was born, he died on October 6th and was born on October 6th. Yeah. It is important that we connected. Yes, it is. Soul family. You're right. And like people like me, I don't go out of my house much anymore. And now the way the world is, this is the way that we're going to find our soul family is through the internet. I feel like when I talk to you guys, I feel like we're already friends. Like, I feel like talking to my girlfriend. Like, I haven't talked to my girlfriend for 3 days. Like, not lovers, my girlfriend as like my best friend. I always like want to talk to her. Like, when I have important things to say, to talk about. She always watches my videos, so whatever she misses, like we talking, like I miss her talking to me. She gets to watch my videos, but I haven't actually talked to her since, like, she hasn't been feeling good. So whenever we don't feel good, we don't talk for a couple days just to, like, get our energy collected. And besties, yeah, she watches all my videos. Like, that girl has been like my #1 supporter. Like, she watches all my videos. I'm like, oh, you don't have to do that anymore. Like, I used to ask her that. I used to say, hey, and I used to say that at the beginning when I first started my channel, like, everybody please watch my videos. And she's like, I'm watching every single one of your videos, she said. And sometimes, if people don't want to watch it, just let it play, When you leave your house, leave it for your animals. I'll talk to your animals all day. Because once I start getting closer to My monetizing on my other channel. You know, once I get closer to that, then it's going to be important. The view hours, the watch hours are going to be more important then. Um, but I'm not even a member yet. I haven't even become like a member yet. I haven't paid for no membership on YouTube yet, but I want to wait till I get closer, you know, to the 1,000 subscribers. And yeah, I know that I'm not going to be recognized by anybody right now. Like, I have a lot of gifts and I do want to work with cannabis. Like, if anybody out there that has an easier job that is to do with cannabis, I wouldn't mind, doing a part-time job in cannabis. Like, it depends on what it is. Like, if it's something that's going to make me sweat my ass off, I can't do it because, like, I'll break out. My skin will be, like, always in pain. So, yeah. So it's nice that you came in here, Corianne, because, like, sometimes when you miss your best friend, sometimes you find another person that you connect with like that on the internet. And I don't know if you're already following me on Facebook, but I do have Facebook. Oh, well, I don't have any animals. I wish I had a fur baby down the road. Yeah. If you're just wanting to try out, like, okay, so you might think they're gross or whatever, but I gotta say, don't knock it until you try it. Okay, don't knock it until you try it. So, um, my last boyfriend, he had a rat. When I first met him, he had a rat, one rat, and he named it Sprocket. He likes bicycles, so he named it, or I guess it was named Sprocket when he got it. And that mouse was kind of gross because he was old. And I mean, he wasn't a mouse; it was a rat. It was a pet rat, and I didn't really bond with that one. But then him and we went and got babies, and they are more interesting than guinea pigs. They are more interesting than hamsters. They're the cutest little things ever. If I didn't have a cat, I would get some, but I have a cat, so I can't. Um, and I don't get birds either because I have a cat. So I wouldn't tease my cat like that. I can't. And so basically we got three rats. We got we got Buddy, Shy, and Casper. Casper was white and he was mine, but he was also his little girl's favorite one. And and then Buddy was brown, Shy was black and white, and then there was Casper that was white. And Casper was the biggest suck. Like, that was because I mean, I shouldn't say her name, because his little girl and me, we played with that one a lot and we petted it a lot and we were talking a lot, and that one really became like our little pet. Like, it became like our little baby. And it would come right up, and like I have pictures of them, and it would come right up to me, and like it would give me like little lip kisses and stuff like that, and it wouldn't even bite. It would just like it would like not on my face, but like it would like it would just kiss you. It would like lick you kind of. It was so cute. They're like little cats. We have a Gusto and red fire snake. But public housing won't let me have them, so they're at my mom's. Oh, wow. So you like snakes? Snakes kind of freak me out. Like, honest to God, they do freak me out. Um, I wouldn't mind getting a little gecko or something like that, like a little lizard, a little lizard tank. It would be cute, you know. Then I could put all my little, oops. Then I could put all my little fake cactuses in there, like my little fake cactus that I made for the little gecko. He is half snake and half lizard. Really? That's cool. He has legs and feet. I'll have to look that up and see what they look like. That's so funny. Oh, oh yeah. So where do you live, Corianne? Where do you, are you in the States too? I think you're in the States, I'm sure. I want to go like, so for a while, like for like the last little while, like I mean the last year and a half or whatever, I've been feeling like going. I want to go to the desert. I want to go to Grand Canyon. I want to go on a hike in Grand Canyon with some people. I don't want to do it alone, but I want to go on a hike in Grand Canyon. I've been wanting to do that. And I also now want to go there because I want to go and find out, like, I want to kind of like, I would like to go with like a paranormal team to go there. That'd be cool. Like to go to that place with a paranormal team because the paranormal team and me, because they have all the equipment, there's a lot of people that have gone missing, and there's a lot of people, hikers, and other people that have gone missing, boondockers, and all that kind of stuff. You're in Montana? I've been doing a lot of research about the world, like safer places to go to, what to watch out for when you go to places, because I want to travel, so I got to know this shit. How to protect myself in different countries and states and stuff like that. I want to go to, I'm very drawn to like the desert. I'm drawn to the desert. Like I got to go to the desert. I got to go explore the desert. Montana has ghost towns. That's where you find all those like spirits and stuff like that. Like old ancestor spirits and stuff like that. They would like to stay around at those ghost towns. Maybe that's why it's a ghost town, because everybody there became a ghost. You know what I mean? Who knows? So we can go visit the spirits. Go visit all the people that need help crossing, you know. And I'm sure there's spirits out there that don't even know they're dead, you know, like on Sixth Sense, you know. I've actually wondered that before. I know I'm alive now because I'm feeling everything, but I mean, like, in my past, I've been like so numb to a lot of things anymore, and I was so hurt, numb, and broken, that I started wondering. I felt ignored. I felt not heard. I felt like all those things like in the past. And there's times when I felt like, am I still here? Like literally, I felt like, am I still here? I've literally asked people that before. I'm like, am I still here? Am I still in this room? Yeah, I would like to do that. Like make vlogs and go to different towns that are like ghost towns. I know there's a lot of videos of that already, but um there's some videos that I used to watch, like, but I don't like their content that much anymore because of the way it starts. Like a lot of content that I used to watch, a lot of times I watch things that are at night. Like when I'm going to bed, I watch things that are when I'm going to bed. So when I watch this kind of content, like Explore with Us and stuff like that, like the unknown and all that stuff, like I like watching all that stuff, but I don't like how the videos start. Like if I want it to be a little quieter in my house and the video starts like with this big intro, I don't like videos that start with this big intro. It annoys me. Like it annoys me because I watch them when I'm going to bed. True, funny. It's true. Funny you say that. I grew up in a house with a heavy spirit with the largest time after moving. I astral traveled back to that house, because I felt like I was supposed to help him cross over. Wow. Um, yeah, when you talk about spirits and stuff like that, and like I've learned a lot about moving into new homes and stuff like that. And like I used to be like, oh, I wouldn't live in that house, or I wouldn't move to that house because these people were there and they did this, that, and that house and whatever. But you can cleanse houses. You can cleanse houses, and also if there's bad spirits, you can cleanse houses. And you know, stand your ground, like make them know that you're there. Like unless it's someone that bad things happen to and they're never leaving there, you can, you know, if they're good spirits, they will share the space with you. is what I'm saying. If they're bad spirits, they will not share the space with you, and then they will just try to do things to make you run away. So what the natives told me is that when you move into a house, what you do is you walk into your house. When you take ownership in the house, like whether you rent the house or whatever. Hello, Will. I've been on here for a while. So when you walk into your home and you're gonna rent it or buy it or whatever, what you do is you walk in, you take a picture with the people that are going to move into that house. You take a picture of your family and you take it into the house with you, and you walk into the house. You walk all through the house and stuff like that, and you can say a prayer if that makes you feel good. You hang up your picture and you do smudge. You smudge the whole house, and you say a prayer, and you cleanse it before you move in. Because if you don't cleanse it before you move in, then you could be moving in with another real person's energy, not the dead person's energy, but actual real person's energy. And the real people's energy is the worst. That's worse than the dead people's energy. Because the real people, they do bad things, like evil things. And so when somebody's done something evil in a house, you can cleanse that. And if you don't feel like you're pure enough at heart to do that, get someone that you feel like is pure at heart to do that. Oh, yeah, I was a kid and would hide under my covers. Wow, he was right. He was right in my face, all up in my energy, heavy like karmic bricks. Wow. Tiggy is good. How's Will today? I haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so I had an experience. So like we're talking about like spiritual, like I mean not spirit. Well, they are spiritual experiences, but they are in a different way. So they are experiences from the unknown, things that we don't understand. So when I was 19 years old, I had my son, and we were living with with my ex-husband's grandparents, and I had my first son, and then we moved into our first house, and we moved into our first house. It was a duplex, and I did not like the energy as soon as I never knew that you had to pray and do all that stuff before you move into a house. I never knew that back then. So we had our baby. We also had a dog, but I couldn't handle him, and I ended up giving him to Nanny, and Nanny took good care of Rex, and he was a German Shepherd. So, anyways, upstairs there was like an attic upstairs. On the stairs there was an attic, and then there was a bedroom right here. To the left there was a bedroom. When you got up the stairs, to the left there was the main bedroom, and that's where our bedroom was. So after I had the baby, it never happened before I had my son, and after I had my son, and and it might have been a partly postpartum depression, whatever, with my first son. Anyways, I used to have like a witch, like they call it a witch sitting on your chest, but I never saw a witch sitting on my chest. I didn't see no witch, but I couldn't breathe. I couldn't scream. Like I couldn't speak. I couldn't move. I never ever slept on my back, but when I woke up, I was on my back like this. I was sleeping on my back with my arms out, totally vulnerable. And that's why I don't sleep on my back ever. But like that's how I felt. Like I couldn't move. Like someone was holding me down. Somebody was holding me down, and I couldn't move. And I remember the one time it happened every day. My ex-husband would go to work, and it wouldn't happen until he would go to work. So this is the story. So when he would go to work. He would go to work at like 4:30 in the morning, and I would get up in the morning and make his lunch, and then see him off to work, and then I would go back and lay down again. And as I was falling asleep, I had a ringing in my ear, like a ringing in my ear. It was like a buzzing in your ear, like a buzzing. And as soon as I went into like a sleep, like a REM sleep, where I think you call it the REM sleep, I would feel like I couldn't move, I couldn't talk, I couldn't move, I was stuck. And then I try to see what was there, and I seen like a dark figure in the doorway, and they were not in the room. They were in the doorway. Whatever this entity was doing, they were doing it from the doorway. So there was like a black figure in the doorway. And one day I screamed, and I was like, help, help. Like I was screaming out loud, and I literally heard myself scream. That's how I woke up. Like I could not wake myself up unless I screamed, and I screamed, and I woke up. So that was happening over and over. And then I started sleeping downstairs, and the rocking chair, like the rocker, and it still happened. And I would stop. I would be so exhausted. I would be like so exhausted because I couldn't sleep. And I was be so exhausted, and I would like not even want to go back to sleep anymore. I would not even want to go back to sleep. So um I every time I hear that ringing in my ear, I knew that was what was happening. I knew what was happening, so I would stop it, and then I would not go to sleep. Um so my ex mother-in-law, she was really into like the different religions and learning about religions and all that stuff at the time. And she told me to pray, and she told me to say like certain prayer, like just pray, say, you don't belong here, you don't belong here, leave, and God lives here, in Jesus name, God lives here. And I did that, and it went away. And yeah, my faith only got stronger from that time on. So that's just one of my stories. It's sleep paralysis, and when you run into a spirit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's when I was very unaware of like my like I didn't have the wisdom that I have now. Like I was only 20, 19 or 20. Yeah, so I didn't have the wisdom that I have now. I get panic attacks, and tormenting nights. Well, sometimes we're not even aware that we're having like sleep paralysis happen to us, and we're not even aware of it because we are in a deep sleep. And the way we know that sometimes, or there could have been somebody that astral travel. I never actually like really done much of that, or know what that much is. But when you feel like so exhausted, like I used to feel like that. Like, okay, so I don't think it was from me. I think it was from the person that I was sleeping beside. I think it was their demons were making me tired and feeling exhausted and feeling like someone beat me up in my sleep. Yeah. I used to wake up like that every day. I wake up sore, my body, my everything was aching. Yeah. And yeah, I haven't slept in that person's bed for over a year, and I don't have that anymore. And that's also a person that did not want to be didn't want to learn spirituality with me, didn't want to do this with me, and I was with him. We really connected in a spiritual level. And yeah, but then he got scared when he realized. I agree, my papa, I dream a lot. We were very close. Yeah. So, that's why I always say, like, I was taught as a kid to always pray before you go to bed, because when you're sleeping, your spirit is the most vulnerable. When you're sleeping is when your spirit is the most vulnerable to those things. And if you're not spiritually awoken, you can be harmed. Yeah, my parents always taught us pray every night. We used to always pray too, and I haven't not always done that, but like every meal, we prayed at every meal. We thanked God for every meal that we put in our mouth, everything that we put in our mouth. Even we got a chocolate bar. Thank you, Lord, for this chocolate bar. A lot of people don't do that anymore, but I still not all the time. I don't always pray when I'm eating a chocolate bar or anything like that, but my thing just flipped. My camera just, I don't know if you guys saw that flashing. My camera just flashed. Like I'm not doing anything and my camera just went. Anyways, thank you guys for coming, and it's been an awesome chat tonight. I've really enjoyed this chat with you guys. You did see that, eh? Maybe that's a sign I'm supposed to get off here now. I've been on for an hour and 55 minutes. Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, I'm gonna come on here more and do this when I feel like doing it. Like I sometimes have a lot to say because I've learned a lot or I've observed a lot, or you know what I mean? Like I'm like a hermit. I'm like a sponge. I take on everything. Anyways, back to the rats. I love rats. I love baby rats. They're so cute. Love pet rats. And one day I will get a pet rat again. Thank you, Will. All right. Hey, you have a blessed weekend. And I mean, week is middle of the week. And I'll see you again soon, everybody. And thank you so much, Corianne. And blessings to you, hun. Bye, guys.